Really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets called. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's going to have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draws. He's going to have king X. And we kind of know, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets, and we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point, man. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just spewing.
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quiz.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard,
Yes.
and the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, you know, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 50.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so Mad Dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400 ounces. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, you know, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. You know, Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. You know, remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think the pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and they set up
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Well, no, we cannot win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. You know what this means.
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one.
What up? We are back for the last study stream of the year. You guys excited? I'm excited. What up, Contrast? AK, what up? Good luck with that $10 ticket for last night. Appreciate you hanging out with us, buddy. Rand Integrity, said the legend. Jerome, Cyrus, what up? Skater Die in the house. How you guys doing? Lover, what up? Good morning, Meatball. Good morning. You ready to get better today? Let's do this. Oh shit, I gotta get Nightbot set up. So while I do that, welcome guys, welcome. Six isn't gonna make it today. He's got some family obligations, and and he's been talking a lot about kind of doing this every other week, starting next year instead of every week as we've been doing it. I'm not quite sure. What I'm gonna do? I was talking about that with my wife. I might just carry on, or I might reclaim a Saturday. I haven't really decided. I might carry it on. Pants Sixes, seriously, he left us. But Sixes does those 2 study groups a week, 1 cash game, 1 tournaments, where he's doing those things like 3 to 4 hours a day, twice a week, right? So he's kind of contributing to the poker coaching community that way. And I was thinking he handles those mostly. Maybe this will be the way that I can, and I do all the daily hand history stuff in there and some of the back, IT and admin stuff there. But I was thinking, to keep my contribution high to the poker coaching community, of keeping this myself. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, starting to stream a little bit too. So I streamed on Thursday. I think I'm going to stream tomorrow. And then, so streaming more of my sessions, so you guys will be seeing more of me. But been following Sixes, but haven't seen him in a while. What? He's definitely streaming on his own channel. He just had a 6-year stream anniversary on Wednesday. He streams 3 to 4 days a week on his own channel. You know what's funny is he shipped the global scrimmage, which is the big one, right? For like $15K. But because he's got the Iggy deal, he couldn't stream it and he couldn't post it. So did it really happen? I don't know. It might not count. That's funny, Contrast. When he streams, he blinks. I guess there's some truth to that. We had our first stream back on Thursday, and we fucking shipped a little ACR tournament. So, yeah. Where's that? Didn't happen? Yeah, see? Told you. Didn't happen. Good morning, Swifty. I think it's weird that I just called you Swifty and not Missy. Just because I'm so used to calling you Missy. I don't know what happened there, but it felt weird after it came out. How you doing? Good morning. He is a beast. That's why he's my best buddy, and we've been working together for, I can't believe it. He's been streaming 6 years, so 5 or 6 years. Yeah, long time. All right. I saw that you finished 5th in the 3375. As a matter of fact, Contrast, somebody, B Money actually was sweating you somehow. Somehow he knew you were there and deep. I don't know if he was deep and then followed you because you were still in it or whatever, but he had warned me before you even put your post out there that you were at that final table, and it was the same time that Sixes was winning the scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? Cool. All right, let's get this party started. I got Nightbot going now. Let's get this party started. Do you have anybody new out there? I think most of you guys are old school legends. So keyword's going to be poker coaching like it always is to start off the show. And then when you guys get in there, we'll pick quizzes. Realize, too, because I'm doing this solo, I have 2 browsers open, and they're going to conflict. So the score you see on the screen isn't going to necessarily reflect the score for each person. I got my trusty pad and paper here, where I will, keep the score manually, and we're going to do it that way. So there you go. Now I think about it more, yeah, I've seen him, but only like in passing, so to speak. Haven't been to his channel a bit. Yeah. He is definitely around. That kid loves to stream. He's been going hard forever. We were going hard for like 4 to 6 years or something, and then took a little break. And now we're back. In the meantime, I got this marginal main hand quiz, which looks a little honked up. Let me fix this for you. From Mr. Jonathan Little. What the fuck? That we are going to start off with here. I think I got this sized good. KB had his 9th? Yeah. KB is one of the very few people that was streaming before me. I was saying this before, like, I wasn't the first round of poker streamers, but I was the second round of popular poker streamers. So like before me was Lappy, Bet on Drew, Killing Bird, some guys that aren't around him were like Jay Smith was big at the time. Vanessa Cade had just started out and was climbing. Matt Staples was a stormer at the time when I joined the Stormers back in those days. And then there was a second round, which was guys like me and Sixes, Ship Don't Die. We all kind of started around the same time. And then there was the wave after us, which is like the Uncle Slackers. And those guys, Kimmers. Those folks. Cool. Poker coachings are in the chat. I think we are good to draw. Winner number 1. Bang. Oh, shit. We got Said Habs on the main screen. Said Habs. Set Habs up against Contrast for his weekly $5. Good luck, Sad. You're going up against the legend that is Contrast. Your first streamer was Gripst. There you go. My first streamer was Lappy. And then I actually kind of emulated him. What is going on with this fucking sizing? My stream emulated him for a long time. Yeah, my first streamer was Lappy. I saw him and I was like, oh, I think I could do this. It was also coupled with the fact that at the time I was part of a coaching stable very, very similar to the one that I run now. And I was part of that stable, and it dried up, and the coach took a coaching job for a big coaching stable himself, and with that he closed up shop. And so I started, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't have any study friends, and I don't have a coach anymore. What am I gonna do? And so I was like, you know what? And I waited, and I asked him if it was okay if I kind of took his business model and ran with it, and so I did. And then I was like, well, how do I get myself out there? Then a guy that I was working with was watching games on Twitch, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have poker. And then I stumbled across Lappy, and here I am. There you go. Bing, bang, boom. That's the origin story. All right, guys, let's get better. Ready? Let's do this. Good luck, Set Apps. Good luck, Contrast. Twos never lose. All right, guys, we got a raise going and a call from the small blind. What are we doing with the twos that never lose? What are we doing? Contrast with the call. Swiftly calling Dennis. Good morning, friend. Dennis out there with the squeeze. Squeezing from the big line with the pocket twosies. Escape your calls. What up, monkey? How you doing, brother? Call for AK. Uh-oh. People having a rough time of it. Who have setups that you... I don't think I saw you out there. Meatball. Oh, setups calling. Everybody calling. Yeah, just call, right? We just call. No reason to blow up the pot here. We're deep as fuck. Set mine at this depth. Yeah, totally. Just keep it simple. Easy to play. Wham, bam. Let's do it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Small blind checks. Do we check or do we lead into the aggressor? What's the play? Set abs checking. Meatball checking. Oh, I think you pure call on the small blind too. Skate. For sure. You have money invested? Hijack open like I would call on any of these seats, if I'm honest. Everybody checking. Why donk? Agreed. Agreed. I don't see any reason to lead in the aggressor. It would just be weird. Everybody checking. Let's move on with our lives. Nothing to see here. Let's not make this shit weird. Yeah. Right. 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 Interesting. Now shit's getting weird. Yeah, so a lot of people you'll see in the lower stakes, especially like lead out on a board like this with pocket twos in the middle, but you don't have to. Why? Like the problem is like I said, like we don't have range or net advantage on this board, right? They have all the queens and the aces and the kings and the ace queen and all that, right? And also like if they have a queen or a 10 or king jack or diamonds, they're gonna bet for us. It's not like we're not gonna get that bet in the middle, and then we get the check raise and get a bigger pot. Also, they could have some bluffs, and if you lead here, you take out all the bluffs and then only get called by all the hands that we're going to bet anyway, right? So don't lead here with the pocket twos. Don't lead in this spot. What do we do now? 8-ball 6. Dennis call. Jerome on the fence. Jackson trolling. I mean, 10K seems a little big, but at the same time, we are out of position and deep as fuck. Skate on the ropes too. $10K per said. Did contrast go? I don't think I saw contrast yet. No, not yet. Skate trying to deny equity with the big old 10K Blasto. Call for contrast. So call for contrast and 10K for sad abs. This is a bit of a wonky one. I think 6 is too small. So if I were to raise, I honestly would probably be raising somewhere around 8 if I'm truly honest. But I'm leaning toward 10 for the raise, especially when like it's spade, spade, diamond, diamond. This is a tough wonky one. I am not sure what the solver does here. I know that naturally in game I would raise here. I'm thinking I can just get tons of value from a heap of draws and some queen. And 2 pairs. Lots of 2-pair combos. Pair and draw combos. Really wants me to raise. I can also see calling, because if we raise and get repopped, like we're fucking hell. I'm conflicted. I think in game I would raise more than call because that's what I would naturally do, but I am not sure what the solver is going to say here, if I'm honest. This is a tough one. I would like to probably run this hand and find out. I think I'm going to. Quiz 2195. Quiz 2195. 95. What would you do? All right, so I'm gonna run that hand and make a little content out of it because I guess that's what we're doing now. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'll post it in Discord. I'll post it in my Discord. I'll probably post it on Twitter too. Post it on my YouTube channel. I'll post it everywhere. I want to whore it out. All right, let's find out. So this is where we part ways. Contrast was calling. Seb was going 10K. Let's find out. Sunham's 10K. Call. I can dig it. That's a tough ass spot. This is a tough spot. Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, got caught up here. What are we doing? Oh, Jesus hell. It got worse. Excuse me. It got worse. I mean, I think it's behind a decent amount when dude leads in a two people escape, to be fair. I also think if we raise, we potentially push out the draws, right? I'm going to run it, though. Like I said, I'm going to run it and see what's up. Yeah, Missy, this guy's nasty, right? Set Habs. Going 6 on the river. Missy checking. 3K for Jerome. Check for Dennis. We got all the answers. Is there a 1500 out there? Oh, Lord, Randy. Yeah, this is nasty. Hey, what up, drugs? Contrast checking. Meatball checking. Yeah, Discord's been going good, and I've been making some improvements there as well. Been pumping it out there. I made a UFC channel, made a music channel, which has actually been one of the more popular ones. We were just chatting in there today. Movies channel been going off. So more than just poker, if you want to hang out in my Discord, all things that interest me, basically. So, and poker. A lot of poker in there, too. We have hand history room, all that kind of stuff. Don't want to get blown up my equities, says Contrast. I mean, PC Discord. That's for the PokerCoaching Discord right there. And we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, man, this is weird. I don't know that they ever check back a flush or check back a jack. So I, too, am kind of in the realm of 6 or check. 3 is too small. Generally, there is a mantra in poker where when you're in position and you're firing on the river, it's generally never going to be less than half pot. It's either half pot or it's not good enough to bet. You should check. A lot of the time. So definitely think it's 6 or check. I'd be lying if saying I didn't check this because I'm a nit bitch in game like a ton. But because I don't think they're checking the river with the jack or the diamonds, I kind of could get sold on 6K for value to try and get some 2-pair combos. Whoa, but in game, I think I would be checking a ton. A ton. And like, do we ever get check raised on the river here as a bluff? Ever? Like, never, right? Not ever. I mean, river check raises aren't bluffs ever anyways, but especially here. Like, what the fuck, multi-way? Million blinds deep? Like, what? What? I see contrast checked. I gotta see what Set did here. Trying to find it. Setup's at 6K. Yeah, so I mean, again, contrast went one way, Set Hebs went another way, and they did that on the turn, and I can see argument for both arguments for sure. For sure. We got Set on the main screen. And online, absolutely, I've seen and folded to these bluffs. I mean, fuck. So rare. I mean, against the Brazilians on ACR and then anyone on BOL because those fuckers are crazy. Right? But, like, I guess so infrequently. You got to have some Omega balls. Everything got there. The front door flush and the obvious straight. Like, get out of here. What the fuck are you turning into a bluff? A 9? Like, what? What? I would check raise bluff if I know that I'm facing good players. Yeah, but you are young Adamo, Set Habs. Like, what the fuck? Very unlucky he bets turn and then needs to check raise. But yeah, right? Like I'll lead all the time. He wouldn't bet the turn, right? He would check raise bluff the river without betting the turn. I think that's fair too, Drugs, for sure. The bear ace of diamonds, if you're crazy and you're like what, a solver nerd. And listen, I'm not saying there aren't some bluffs in theory. What I am saying is that these motherfuckers ain't finding that shit. I didn't realize this is the main event, but like Jonathan against some no name. I guess the no name could be some whiz online, sure. I guess. Sure. King 7 spades, sure. Like I said, we could find some. I'm not saying they don't exist in theory. I don't think they exist in real life, though. Not naturally. I really don't. So, anyways, I mean, I would check back in game, I think. But bet 6, makes me a little warm and tingly inside. Yeah, I mean, I'm a solver nerd, and I fucking never check raise bluff this. I'll lie. I won't lie. All right, cool. Anyway, Sets on 6 on the main screen, and check a doodle. Yeah. We're fine. We live to fight another day. Hey, that's what I said. Better? Okay. Right. I mean, I kind of see that argument. Yeah. Nice. I wonder what the 3,000 bet was points wise. I'm gonna find out. Contrast with the ship, of course, he switched it. He's a legend. I'm gonna run this back real quick. I want to see what the River 3K score was. So it was this, and then fine, and then call, and then on the River bet 3K. 3K was 9 points. All right, so the thought process there was good, said Habs, and those who you decided to bet, right? And for me being on the fence, because I was really on the fence, thinking that he doesn't check a flush or a jack ever. Like I specifically said that, right? So what's really interesting is I can't build a solver with that Esprit. He gave the bet 3K 9 points. So bet half pot. Just the 6K was the problem. It was just too big. It pushes out 2 pairs in his mind, right? But if you want to bet as small as possible, remember in position though, there was a good nugget of information there. In position when we bet on the river, you know, on other streets we can bet different sizes, but on the river it's generally never going to be less than half pot. So yeah, definitely a viable move there to bet river. We just honked up the size. So great quiz. Good learning opportunity there. Both turn and river. Super interesting. I am going to run those, and I'll make a little what would you do poll out of it and post it in all the places I post stuff. You know? Awesome. Great one. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. Yeah. So betting isn't objectively incorrect at all. No. 6K is just too much. We just got to keep it as small as possible, to, you know, to target the range, the widest range as possible, right? The smaller we can bet without breaking some of those poker mantras, right? The wider they're going to call. And the bigger the bet, the more we narrow the range to better and better hands. And if we go near pot, we just start pushing out like all the weaker 2 pairs, all the things that aren't like top 2, you know, in Jonathan's eyes. And there you go. Good quiz. Good quiz. All right, cool. Let's pick a new set of victims. Let's do this. New keyword is going to be no 6-6. There you go. No 6-6 in the chat, guys. And we will draw some new winners. Let's do this. No, edit mode. No. I've been fucking around on Kick a little bit. And I still haven't figured out like how to change things, like some of my stream title stuff. I haven't figured it out. The buttons are weird, man. The buttons are fucking weird. All right, you guys are getting that 06. So let's pick a quiz while you guys are doing that stiff. I mean, do we go deep right into solver practice, or we do one of these Matt Affleck quizzes? Let's warm up with the Matt Affleck quiz, and then I actually changed my mind, and this quiz is solver practice and multi-way. I hope this tag is right, because this is going to be hard and super interesting. Oh, I'll get a cash one in there, Monkey. What up, Audio Cloud? Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Am I multi-streaming? I am. I am streaming on all the platforms. I'm streaming on Twitter. I'm streaming on Insta. I'm streaming on Twitch. And I am streaming on Kick right now. All the places. We'll definitely get a cash one in there. We'll do some grips action. You said Affleck. Yeah. We'll get to Affleck too. We always do an Affleck. So we usually get 4 quizzes in, right? We'll do this one, then we'll do Affleck, and then we'll do cash or vice versa. Whatever. We'll get it in there. All right, guys. Let's draw some winners and get this party started. Bang! Spree. up on the main screen against Mr. Monkey. Legends. Legendary legends. There we go. You think Kobe wins tonight? You changed your mind, Contrast? I got a poll going in the Discord, in the UFC channel. I put my picks out there. I picked Kobe as well. And listen, I don't like Kobe. I think he's a douchey. He's like one of the douchiest of the douchebags. He is, and I like the idea of these like WWE style heels in the UFC. I think that's kind of what the UFC needs. They don't make it like cartoony or anything, but having these big, like, ooh yeah, brother, like personalities, I think is really good. And look what it did for Conor, right? Like no one's made more money than Conor, and Conor is a very, 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 very good fighter, but he's not one of the best fighters ever. He's a very, 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 very good fighter. And look at all the money he made, right? And I think Colby is trying to take that route. The problem is Colby is just extra douchebaggy, and he says shit that's just, he's just extra douchebaggy. You love to hate him, right? But the kid can fucking bang, man. Like, put all the personality stuff aside, Colby Covington can fucking fight. And so, yeah. And, he gave Usman a run for his money, and Usman, fucked the champ up pretty good until he didn't, for the most part. And so, yeah, there you go. Jerome wholeheartedly disagrees. Plays a character like Sonnen. He does kind of play a character like Chael Sonnen. Jerome can't take it. He's such a douchebag. But the kid can fucking bang, man. All right. With that in mind, let's do some poker. Back to solver practice. That was really quick and easy. And also, guys, if you're into the UFC stuff and want to have this conversation, like I said, I added a UFC channel in my Discord, and we have a healthy conversation going on. And then a lot of times, which we do, which I'm going to be more active about, is when the events are on, like they are on tonight, on Saturdays, we kind of sweat them together and talk about it and stuff and things. So it's fun. He can, man. He's a bad dude, and I don't like him as I despise him as a person. He's awful. But the kid can fucking bang. For sure. All right. So what's the question here? What is the worst hand that we should raise? Which is raise first in from the low jack. 50 bigs deep. Jack 8 suited, 7 8 suited, King 5 suited, or all of the above? All the above for a spree. 7-8 suited. Does that mean you are not opening Jack 8 suited or King 5 suited, Monkey? I'm just kind of clarifying. I know it's you, Larry. I can see through the bluffs even on the internet. All the above. All. Lots of alls. What up, Ian? How you doing, man? You know what's going on. It's Study Stream. 7-8 suited. Again, I asked the question, Dennis, are you opening 7-8 suited but not Jack 8 suited or King 5 suited? Like, not that I'm trying to lead one way or the other. I'm just kind of curious. Not Jack 8-0, Jack 8 suited, right? Contrast. There you go. Yeah, you corrected yourself. King 5 suited a bit too wide. Uh-oh. Monkey's like, what is this tournament stuff? What's this 50 blinds deep nonsense? All right, so Monkey said everything but King 5 suited. Nice. And Spree, I think, said all of them. Did. All right, so right away we part ways. My first instinct is I am definitely opening 7-8 suited. I am definitely open Jack 8 suited. And King 5 suited, I think. I'm not sure because, Romero uses a different solver than I use and than any of the ones that I use. King 5 suited is close. From the low jack, I think it's probably King 6 or King 7s rooted as the. I mean, this is open for sure, but I think King 6. I want to say it's King 6 or King 7 suited that opens from low jack, and the hijack, I think King 5 suited opens. I think it's 1 pip off. Contrast is king five suited or better. Hijack. Yeah. So that's kind of where I was too. That is kind of where I was too. King five suited going to open further from the button as well, Dennis. Suited kings are good. I will eat your babies. What are you, like Mike Tyson off his meds? I will eat your family. Remember when he said that shit in an interview? Holy shit. All right, cool. So, yeah, I would agree. I think not only them, I think King 5 suited is out of there. Is the UFC today in Vegas? I don't know, actually, where it is today. Cool. So, Esprit is all of them. We're going to do that on the main screen. And it was 7-8 suited for Monkey. Let's find out. All of the aboves. 7 points for the other one. King 5 suited was close. Super close. Good question. One, this is not multi-way, so disappointed by the title there. Regardless, can we see bet range on Jack 8-4 Rainbow? Now he's Yoda? I mean, to be fair, he's kind of a little dude. He is a little dude. He and Jonathan both are similar size. They're little guys. I mean, I think I have the picture. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on. While you guys are putting your stuff in there. No, we don't bet range, says Monkey. There we go. Johnny Ringo. What up? Everybody says yes. Senab says no. Contest, is that a yes? You're c-betting range here? Do I have that picture of me and sixes and Jonathan? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, you can't tell too much, but I'm like, I mean, maybe you can. Twice the size of Jonathan, and I'm kind of leaned over in the picture to kind of be in the picture. Yeah. He's quite a bit smaller than sixes, too. Not that sixes is a small guy, but I think sixes is 6 feet. This picture doesn't do it justice. It's funny. I was looking for the picture of like me, Justin, and sixes. Because that's a funny ass picture where like sixes look small as fuck. I don't know where it is right now. If I can't find it easy, I'll just pass it up. Anyways, there's a funny picture out there when we were posting to see where like it's me, sixes, and Justin, and like Justin towers over me, which is crazy because I'm almost 6'4", and six is like 6 feet tall, and he's this tiny little thing between us. It's funny. All right, we're done. All right, Spree says no, we're not betting range, and Contrast says I do look like manager. Like it's not really me. By any means. You can see how uncomfortable I am with my hair brushed and in a goddamn suit. All right, so Contrast is c-betting small, and Contrast isn't even the goddamn contestant. I'm just so used to him being the guy. Esprit says no, and Monkey, I think, also said no, if I remember correctly. I got distracted. You know, I got that ADD shit. All right, both said no. I agree. God, do we bet range here? God, if that 4 was like any higher, if that 4 was a 6, if that 4 is a 5, I think we're not c-betting range. I feel like the answer is no, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I c-bet this one a decent percent. This is like right on the cuspy ones. Let's find out. Yes. The 4. It's the 4 Dingleberry is the problem. Oh, that's a good question, Drugs. Whose range has a higher equity and EV on this turn card? All right, I think I know. Meanwhile, I am going to see what this board looks like against the big blind there, Drugs. I'm pulling it up now. Jack spade, 8 heart, 4 club, check. I mean, even against the big blind, Drugs, we're only checking 14% of the time. We're also betting 125% pot most of the time. Look at this. Oops. Look at this shit. Woo! Blasting Jack A4. I thought the 4 was a little bit... I tried to make it so you can see the bet sizes, but I guess you can't. There you go. That kind of works. Whoa! Blasting. 9-7 suited. 125% pot. The gutter. Blasting. Queens. Your Jack X. Queen 10 with the gutters. Blasting. Jack 8-4 rainbow. One of those boards. I thought we needed the 5. I thought the 4 was a little bit too much of a dangler. But no. I was wrong. I was for sure wrong. So, cool. Let me fix this because I honked it up. All right, cool. All right, so, all right, where are we going here? I'm a short guy. I met Jonathan Little once, and he was short. Yeah, he's a short guy. Oh, do you look like the pit boss? That's funny. You like these questions, Jonathan Romero? Yeah, these are tough ones. These ones are hard. So we're in the money. 6 get paid. I'm 4th in chips in the cutoff. Hijack jams and he has me covered. I have ace king suited. My thoughts are on flipping. Do you flip your? Yeah, don't ever fold. The ace king suited. Although like 4th in chips and 6 get paid. How many? I guess the question is how many are left? Your 4th in chips, 6 get paid, but how many people are left? Flop action, it doesn't matter, right? We're only asking things about, like, what are we doing with our range and stuff. I think the boards want to check are the ones that aren't good for our range, and obviously also good boards that are likely to be, yeah. Check. Euro has a better range on that card. Small blind has more equity, and EV on this says skate or die. Contrast against the hero. That was versus the BB, yes, Drugs. Versus the small blind. Jack spade, 8 heart, 4 club. I'll get to that in a second. Let me catch up with chat. Low jack has more equity. Small blind has more equity with their range, says a spree. Monkey says low jack, so they're parting ways here again. Oh, there's 6 left. Hang on, now I got to reread it. So you're in the money, you think you already said, right? That should have been the clue. You said 6 get paid, you're in the money. So then, yes, I think I still call it the ace king suited there. I lost it. But Ian, you're probably playing right now, which is why you asked. But for hand history questions like that, post them in my Discord. That way I could kind of give them full attention, for sure. My opinion is I think low jack has equity and EV on this one only because we're opening things like king 5 suited, right? And small blind doesn't have any 5x, doesn't have any 4x in their range. They're going to be really paint heavy, and then some of the middling connectors. So they hit the 8 sometimes, right? And they have things like 9, 10, and 7, 8, 8, 9, things like that. But I don't think they have any 4 or any 5. And I don't... they got 6, 7, I guess, right? I still think it's low jack. I think it might be low jack. Cool. They have sets. I mean, to be fair, we have sets too. We have every set also. Right? And we also have 6, 7, and 8, 7. On the turn, yes. Who has equity and EV on the turn card? Drugs. And Esprit went small blind, and Monkey went low jack. So while you guys are doing that, let's do that. So small blind here, 10 points. Low jack here, 5 points. Oh, we bet range and they called. And we're betting range. That's a good point, Drugs. Very good point. Drugs, you're asking, here is the sim for against small blind, and you can actually, we're checking in the sim 24% of the time, so we are not c-betting range. And also, sizing up 55%, no overbets. Big difference between this and the big blind. The big blind has just so much more of this, right, in general. So, yeah. So, yeah. Cool. What are we doing now? Oh, and check on the flop. God, then both ranges are open. A tough spot. Do we hero? Fold for Monkey. He looks like an NPC. like the Free Guy movie. Bet 40% too. It's kind of a value-y bet. Spree the Superstation, huh? He went like 40% pot too. He didn't like do the normal blocker, right? Too short to fold. It's funny. That app's folding. Meatball folding. Ian folding. Skate folding. It's one of those things, too, we were talking about how, like, the smaller the bet, the wider we get the call. Hey, what up, Mario? Welcome, buddy. I mean, we don't have like again, like we check flop, check flop, bet call, turn. Like if he bets turn, he has to bet river. God, he still has jacks. Gonna check to the aggressor. The thing about this is the 40% bet size got me a little shook. I think to 40%, I would probably fold. I think I would fold. I don't know. Ooh, my God. Raising becomes interesting, too. Any option is fine. I just saw that. Turning this 8 into a bluff. What do I think about turning the 8 into a bluff? It's a good 8. Man, tough spot, man. If he had a Jackie block smaller, that's what I was thinking. In contrast, the 40% has got me a little shook and leaning fold. I've researched Ramirez play extensively in preparation for today. This dude doesn't fold a pair. He doesn't fold a pair much. I mean, I don't know that it's even... Is it polar? It's 40%. It's not polar. It's not blocker. It's some weird-ass spot in the middle. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, had he gone polar, I almost want to call more. Had he gone blocker, I almost want to call more. When he goes in this middling, like, value size, it's got me shook and more wanting to fold. Damn. I'd probably fold 2 Mario, but I don't know what the solver is going to say. Oh, I just realized too he left 9 bigs behind. So I guess this is polar for his stack. Why would you leave 9 bigs behind? Because you have a jack and you don't want to lose to a straight? What is this? I would fold. I mean, again, like, it's 2/3 of his stack, right? Like polar for his stack. What a weird fucking spot. All right, I would fold. Spree calling. And I believe monkey folded. Let's find out. 7 points. Any option is fine. All right, all right. All right, 7 points for each of you on the river. If you could look at your opponent and tell, Randy. Yeah, turning the 8 into a bluff is kind of sexy. Kind of sexy. Yeah, that's what I said. That 40% is fucked up. Yeah, that's crazy. All options fine. The raise is wicked. The raise is super wicked. Yeah, the tricky quiz is for sure. He goes deep. I like him. I don't like his solver, but I like the thought process and all that. But Spree wins. 10, 17 plus 5, 22 versus 14. No, wait. 7 is 14, and 10 is 24, and then 32. 24 to 32. Spree wins. There we go. All right, let's get some cash game action. While I'm doing that, let's pick a new keyword as well. Let's do 6-6 Grinch. 6-6 Grinch is the keyword. Yeah, Spirit, just let me know how to send you the money, man. $5 your way. Done. All right, while you guys are doing that, I will pick a new quiz. And we're going to go this one, I guess. And then we'll end with Affleck. Mid-Sizz Multi-Wiz is the name of the quiz. I felt fly just saying it. I felt fly just saying it. Alrighty, cool. I think we're good to pick our next contestants, which is Missy. Bink, ink, bink, Missy. And Missy going up against Mr. Dennis. Here for his weekly $5. Awesome. All right, guys. Let's get it on. Is that let's get it on or let's get it on? Which let's get it on are we using? All right, so this is 3 open and a call. We're in the big blind with the pocket eights. What do we do? You like the buffer one better? MMA style? It's time! You don't have an ADV pip? Why are you so nitty, Mario? Now I know how to exploit you in the global streets. You don't have an ADV pip. Knit life. Call. Everybody call. Dennis calling. Ian calling. Mario wanting to isolate with the crazy player. What'd Missy do? I don't see Missy yet. Missy called. I see Missy. Missy and Dennis both call. Oh no, I need help. We need to send you to Knits Anonymous. 7th in the deep 9 yesterday. I don't remember what happened to me in that one. Why don't I show the new multi-way charts? Because I'm a terrible poker coaching employee and didn't know they released multi-way charts. Did they release multi-way charts? Detailed tournament pre-flop charts. Detailed tournament pre-flop charts. Cash game multi-way. That's why I didn't know it was there. Whoa. Whoa. They don't have post-flop charts though, right? Yeah, just pre-flop charts. Sick. Shit, we're in cash. We could actually do that. Hang on. Let's do that. Hang on. So button cutoff. So hijack. Wait a second. Hijack open. I just realized. Wait a second. He's right. We could actually do this. Except it's gonna be a little. Oh, there's no flat. Breaks the solver. There's no flap on the cutoff. That's why. GG's. GG's. I'm loving the max late reg on global because of the free out. Yeah, I like to play early just because, one, I play so many tables that I don't like haven't remembered to register. I forget to enter things I want to play a lot. And 2, I like to get in early because that's when the most fish are in there and just eat them up. But yeah, Matt, like we with freeze out, it's great. I mean, global structures are the best. There's no question. There's no question. I would pure call here, by the way. Never played cash game ever, Missy. Interesting. Super interesting. Yeah, I would pure call here. Again, like blowing the pot out of position is not something I'm too interested in. And you're gonna get called by one player for sure, and then the flop's always gonna be weird, and you're gonna have tough spots. I would pure call. Let's see what Ian says. I think both you guys called. Yeah. The overall time of the tournaments is amazing. Contrast. They're like 5-hour tournaments. It's amazing. Wait a minute. Did we do this quiz? Yeah, he said butt off again. There's something weird going on. Did we do this quiz? Or did he actually say butt off twice? Yeah, we definitely heard it because we even made it the keyword after that. We did this, right, Contrast? And then straight card comes on the turn. Right? Alright, listen, I gotta check. Hang on. I'm gonna check on the other. I feel like we did this one. There is not a 4-liner turn Contrast in this quiz because I skipped ahead. So that's got me shook. He might have said butt off twice. Evan, you're microdosing too hard, my friend. You need to stop with the butt off. All right, what are we doing? Do we lead? Hey, who's leading? Check. Who's good? Dennis and Missy. Check for Dennis. I think maybe he just said butt off twice. I thought the butt off hand even had the set too. Weird. I'm not sure. Missy, did you say what you were going to do here? I don't believe I see you. Oh, don't know check. Got you, Missy. Yeah. I would never lead here. Usually the lead boards aren't going to be the 9 high ones. Usually they're like 7 high and under. 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, I would say. 4, 5, 6. Those are the boards that we lead out, even multi-way here. a lot. This one I don't think we do very much. Both contestants check-in. Let's find out. Esprit, his screen name is Heron. He didn't fuck up. Heron's our expected spirits. I don't think we get to donk them. Evan said he would consider leading against poor players in this scenario. I would argue that probably not the spot, but he said that is what he said as an exploit. Check call, check raise to the overbet. Cyrus calling, cheat, saying F this guy. Dennis calling, Jerome calling. Sudhab's raising. Check raise Pierce is monkey. Missy calling and Dennis both calling. Skate, guess and call. Like to raise, and that's why you check. AK Colin. I think we did do this quiz. I'm still kind of conflicted on whether or not we did. I think if I remember correctly, Evan raises here, and the argument is the bigger the bet, generally, the less we raise. Check raise or 3-bet. And when he goes over pot, I don't think we have any check raises ever. However, I think Ian's going to say raise at this spot, and that was where the controversy was. But yeah, I think in theory we don't have any raises here. Not when he overbets, for sure. Check raising to check raise when he bets some other normal size is fine. When he goes over pot, I think your check raises disappear. I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. So anyways, both contestants calling. Let's find out. Yeah, this is that same quiz. Because we did that. Get it and run it twice, it's cash. Yeah, this is the quiz we did last time. I don't know why it wasn't marked done. Grips is cray cray. I mean, there's going to be 50 in there and like 75 on our stack. We'll be able to get it in by river. I mean, I can run this one too. Especially with these stack depths. Why the fuck not? All right, here we are. We raised. We got a good SPR going here. Less than one. And brick turn. Everybody jamming. We're in exploit land. Yeah, but there's such a good thing as good exploits and bad exploits. Everybody all in. I don't see Dennis yet. Everybody all in. There's no possible way to look weak, Ian. That's the problem. Because this guy overbet flop and we raised it. Like we already look. There's no way to look weak. We already look like we're strong as fuck. We've already stepped into the strongest fuck zone. There's no backing out now. How does it give 0 for the call? I agree. The goose egg is rough. I said that too, Ian. Like $20 isn't even on the options here. It's funny. I'm gonna run it just for my own well-being, so I can sleep at night. Because I am fairly certain against the overbet we probably call, but he's exploiting, right? If we know he will check, he will bet to a check. We can check raise again. I mean, he's got to be a dummy. I'll stick all this shit in my Discord is free. He's got to be a fucking dummy if he calls a check raise, overbet, check raise, and then bets this flop with what? Ace 9? You got to be fucking nuts. Terrible. It's awful. Read the fucking room, man. Read the fucking room. Yeah, I guess, as played, we got to jam here, right? We're here. It's done. We're here. There ain't nothing to talk about. Let's go. All right, Dennis and Missy, it's a tie. We need someone to call it heads or tails. Ace King shouldn't be here, right? They overbet flop and called the raise. Tails. All right, Dennis, I got you. I got you, Missy. Thank you. I don't think it matters. If it's deuce, I I don't think it matters. If the turn was a deuce, what do you like? Why is the king change? King doesn't change shit on this board. King changes nothing on this board. King 10? And I'll see you in the next one. Why? Again, like, why are you calling flop with queens and then folding to a king on the turn and the king changes nothing? It's not like you have an overbet and we raise anything with a king in it. Again, except king 10, right? Like, so the king is a brick, right? It's a tie. Dennis called tails and Missy called heads, so it worked out. Let's find out. Missy. Congratulations on winning flippies. All right, let me give you guys a keyword. I think we can squeeze one more. We'll get an Affleck in here. Keyword will be Affleck, just to make it easy while I'm doing other shit. And while we're doing that, I will do the gift sub idea for Missy. Gift a sub. Gift one sub. Blah, 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 blah. Process. Hey, there it goes. Thank you for the gift sub, Missy. And congratulations on the win, and congratulations, Cyrus, for the free sub. All right, I am gonna do this real quick so I remember. All right, cool. Let's pick the Affleck quiz we're going to do, which I'm going to pick from down here. Bang. 2190 is what it's going to be. What are my thoughts on browser-based ad blocker extensions? My first thought is like, you're talking about like the pop-up blocker? The general pop-up blocker is a good thing? If you need an like a third-party add-on for your browser to block, you should stop going to those shady-ass porn sites and not have to worry about such things. That's what I think. I felt sometimes I give opponents too much credit instead of trying to think of how they would think. I have notes on them, and they seem loose, passive, maniac, etc. They aren't looking at boards of GTO. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? Like, GTO is good. You need to know GTO. You need to know when you're exploiting how far you're bending the spoon, right? Are you bending the spoon? Are you bending the spoon? Are you tying that bitch in a knot, right? Like, you got to kind of see, you want to know where equilibrium is before you decide to deviate. But also, if you're playing straight GTO against most players in most games, you are not going to be maximizing your profits. If you're playing against a guy like me, a guy like Sixes, you're playing against Affleck or something, GTO is probably best because you don't want to be able to be exploited or and they're not going to have too many leaks that you can exploit, right? But if you're playing against random Spaz, Limpy Collie, Nit, average bad blag, right? Then you're definitely not getting max value, right? And a lot of times solver's going to tell you call in spots where like you're always losing, right? So cool. All right, let's draw because we are running out of time. Winner number one. Not a lot of people actually in this one. Give you a couple more seconds to join because of that. Couple more just joined. All right, let's do it. Cyrus and Cheat. Cyrus up on the main screen. Cheat on the side screen. Good luck, fellas. Let's do this. All right, Ace King against the button defend on Jack 3 Deuce 2 tone. What do we do? What do we do? Uh-oh, Cheat. We put you in, coach. We put you in. Check, I'm a proud net, says Cheat. Check for monkey. Check, 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 check. Everybody checking. I don't see Cyrus quite yet. Up, check. Cyrus has two B's. Cyrus not checking. Everybody checking except for Cyrus. Rut-row. Rut-row. I arguably check out a position more than GTO, admittedly. I would check this board 100%. Ask yourself, are you betting for value? Are you betting as a bluff? If you're betting for value, what's worse that's calling? I guess you could say flush draw. That's going to put you in hell. Are you barreling on turns? And if you're betting as a bluff, don't turn good ace into a bluff. So I would check here. We also have 0 threes, 0 deuces in our range. Yeah, so I would check. Cyrus is first, though. He's betting 2. And Cheat is checking. Let's find out. Betting not terrible, according to Matt. Yeah. Oh, he's going HUD deep. All right, we checked. He bet small. What do we do? What do we do? Call for Cyrus. Call. Everybody call it. Except for Mario. Mario raising. Check raising. Zadab's calling. Husky calling. Interesting on the grind. Oh, Queen 10 there. You can fix your stuff. Cool. I'm not sure that Queen 10 suited is going to check raise here. It does seem like a kind of an interesting combo to do it. I'm going to check right now, actually. Button cut off. Low jack. I would have check called, but I could definitely kind of get behind a check raise with that hand. Jack diamond, 3 spade, 2 diamond. Check. Bet small. Queen 10 suited. Mixing. 60-40. 50-50-ish. You could do check Queen 10 suited. Queen 10 of diamonds as well. Queen 10 of spades as well. So definitely viable. Super viable. We have a good ace. Don't turn good ace high into a bluff. Is basically is usually the mantra. Pure call. Pure call. We can call and they can give up on turns and we can win. Pretty good mantra that happens all the time. I believe both were calling, so let's go. Yeah, with the check raise here, you always ask yourself, too, are you check raising for value? Check raising as a bluff? Yeah, contrast. Yeah. All right, interesting spot. Yeah, again, I was saying, whenever you're gonna bet in any part poker, a good mantra that will keep you in line most of the time is always ask yourself when you're check raising this ace king on the flop: are you betting for value? Or are you betting as a bluff? If you're betting for value, what's worse that's gonna call? If you're betting as a bluff, what's better that's gonna fold? And here it's like pretty close to nothing, right? So checking and or calling gonna be better options than betting in that scenario. Cheat checking on the river. Missy bluffing it. Check for Sed, check for Husky, check for Monkey May I. Cyrus bluffing it. Check for everybody else. Skate on the fence. Mario waving the white flag. Hey, Grump, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Sure. I mean, You know, a good quote from a popular streamer named GodsBigToe is, "These fucks always call 2/3 pot." I honestly don't hate pot or jam. If you were going to have with your bluffing range, let's say that. I'm not saying this is necessarily in the bluffing range, but if with your bluffing range for sure, I could see it. We can't win if we check. Can't win if we check. Cyrus betting 7 and Cheat giving up. I would give up at this spot. I mean, the queen isn't necessarily good. I mean, I guess it's not a bad card. But it's also not a bad card for the button either. Like, everything gets there. I would just give up with this one, I think. Personally. Contrast? You like to block here? The only problem I have with blocking here, Contrast, is that you need to be able to be called by worse. Usually when you block. And I don't know how we can... he might just hold small pair. Okay. Okay. Sure. Meh. 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 All right. Cyrus betting 7. Let's find out. 8 points. Check 10 points. Yeah, just give up. Just give up. Although 8 points isn't a bad score, Cyrus. Three too small. Nice. Super nice. Super nice. Super nice. Super nice. Super nice. Super nice. Good quiz. Cheat, you switched it. Let me know how I can send you your $5. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the support throughout the year. We got a bunch of big things happening in 2024. I will be around on other streams. I think that we're going to take a break from the study stream again until the beginning of 2024. But there will be other streams on this channel going forward. So make sure you're checking that out. I appreciate you. Don't forget, we got a shill, Expert with PC. If you want to sign up for Poker Coaching for free, you get 10 big blind 10 quizzes, big blind charts for 100 blinds or more, homework assignments, and a bunch of stuff. Poker Coaching Discord. There is a hand history room that I am the main coach in for that. There is cash game stuff. There is MTT stuff. There is 6 free study groups a week by coaches. There is also 2 member study groups in there as well. All of them are recorded. You can rewatch the replays. You can ask all the questions you want. Check all that out. Make sure you give me the follow, all that stuff. What else? Discord, my Discord, if you want to hang out with me, talk about all things that Toe's interested in, poker and other things. There you go. YouTube channel for you to watch all the replays and stuff. There you go. And even though he isn't here, he is my bestie. Give crazy sixes some of that love as well. All that said, that's a wrap for me. I will talk to you later. Peace.